We've got no wick on this open candle. So this would be a point that I would use as a first target. There's no wick candle. So left another little doji here on the 3. 5 minutes still open, looking like it's going to do a wick fill. So with the 3 minute doji, probably will do the whole wick fill. Take out this low. 2.5 pip top wick. Oh yeah, yeah. Different data providers have different things. On Pepperstone, there's no top wick. Yeah, that might be what Dave's talking about. He's looking at SC2 as well. Yeah, that wick fill's coming up. Had to be in and out for this one little move. Only didn't do as much of a move, so it's just not ready yet. Thought we were going to be out of here within 5 minutes. Equal bottoms. So this has got another little push down first before it's going to go up. Yeah, that's right. You still holding the trade from last Thursday, actually?
Yeah. Just a small runner.
Yeah. That's from this zone, wasn't it? 20 July?
Yes.
Imagine if this hour, by the end of this hour, if this one is leaving this big wick.
If you look at the 45 minutes, yeah, okay. So here is a liquidity price. Took out that liquidity. Here is our FU candle. So this is your true stop loss until unless price is breaking this thing. We are not going downside.
Is that candle not on anything else? doji candle on the 30.
Even on 3 minute now. So what happened here? This was a kind of attempted FU candle. This candle came all the way to the downside, but not able to break that low. So if this candle is closing bullish one somewhere here, then next candle immediately just going to push to the upside. We will not going to come back to take out that doji then.
No, even with the double bottom.
Sometimes price because the feed sometimes going to show you double bottom with the German 40.
Oh, the other feed's got a, because this is 0.2 different. All right, that candle closed bullish.
A decent close, but still not like the way wanted.
Yeah,
Closing like somewhere here.
Yes.
Come on, do a little wick fill. Is opposite of the doji still the buying level? No. If it breaks that, that's looking really good. Try getting low though. Try getting low. What's the focus of the study session on Saturday? Let's do more fundamentals. We can do a, we can look at the week that was, of course, because we'll have the FOMC meeting to break down. But I guess we can cover the connections with PMI. We'll cover more in depth the connections with the Euro Pound, what moves them. I think we'll look more in depth with the JPY as well. Then I think I'm going to stick more just like fundamentals for everything again. I think the more you guys can set that up, it's going to make Amabot a lot easier as well.
Okay, so this one is a manipulation zone. Even yesterday also we draw. This was a previous HCS setup. Price broke that thing. It came back for the manipulation. Then price again pushed to the upside. We generated liquidity here. This candle took out that liquidity. But until now, this candle closing, we cannot say. But if price respect this manipulation, then we will continue pushing to the upside. We generated liquidity here now.
Yeah. Very good. Almost broke the high just then. Little nothing candle. What do you guys feel like you want to focus more on for Saturday study session? Fundamentals is a definite. What else?
If we could do liquidity zones, that would be good for me.
Oh yeah. We were meant to do that last time. The zones. Yeah, Dave says the zones as well. Yeah.
Cheers.
And correlation work too. Like,
Yeah, I was going to cover that within the fundamentals. Vassal got the low there. Good one. Me too. All right, now we're pushing.
negation on 1 minute.
This guy.
Yeah. So this was a FU candle. Why next candle suddenly decided to close bullish, and why price decided to broke that FU candle then again.
There's no triple wicks here as well to worry about. Just this little gap. But once we can break through that little gap, we've got killing candles all the way. And this is the 1 minute, little 1 minute gap. But that's why I get a little wick to pause here.
3 minutes done what Akshay has mentioned a few times last week with the attempted FU up, immediate rejection.
Yeah.
This one here, this.
Yeah, then a doji, and it's unable to break that low of the attempted FU.
Yeah, I think that's that's a line along TJ's strategy as well, isn't it? Failed to break the low. Pepperstone froze, did it? No, mine's fine. Just need to break above this little gap. Hey Gagan, how are you, mate?
Good, Hayden. How are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Yeah, good.
You at home or you just leaving work?
No, I just finished my work. I was actually about to start driving.
Oh yeah.
I'm still at my office, so I thought, let's see what's market doing. You guys looking for anything?
Yeah, I've taken a buy from the bottom, pretty much the bottom of this little doji. Had a little go first when it broke the Asian low, this blue zone. Here, my bias is long.
Yeah.
Moved up like 20 odd pips, then came back, stopped me out for break even. Then this one re-entered again, and looking like I'm only 4 pips in profit now. It was up 20 odd. So looking for longs, just waiting for this maneuver to be done. It might push down like this was double. Sorry, what was that?
I'm checking from a mobile. What time frame you're on? You're on 5 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going between the 3, the 5, the 1. Yeah, this one now here is the 5 minute. So I thought it was just going to be a nice easy move back up, but it is pausing. So I'm wondering if it's going to do another little liquidity grab, or if it's just literally taking its time. So we'll see. I'm confident with the direction. Confident with the direction, but there is plenty of POIs here, so it's definitely not like, if it's looking like it's going to dive lower, then I'll just happily get out. But I'm not going to change my buy. I'm not looking for sells at all. Target, I see there's plenty of targets, at least for the open of this candle, which was 16,200, basically 16,210. But my overall target's going to be around 16,300 even. It's going to be a hell of a move to get there. I'm not sure if we'll do that in this London session.
Yeah.
I like this, how it kind of wigged down and then starting to, it did flip bullish for a minute then, for a second.
You know, because this is the start of the it was the first 5 minutes of M15. M15 closed quite bearish. M30 was quite bearish as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of ranging, isn't it?
Yeah, I like how it did the liquidity grab to the downside.
Yeah.
Yeah. But these opens can always, we can quite easily get the steady move after 9 o'clock my time.
Yeah, now it looks like this could be the candle because it has taken the low of the previous M5, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking that what time for the 5 on my term? Yeah, that's looking.
Yeah.
Could look like a nice healthy one. Just needs to close.
Yeah.
So the technicals are lining up, as in the high time frames are nice and bullish. The fast move can also often be the false move with this push down. Yeah. And the fundamentals why we're looking for buys make sense as well. So everything is lining up. It doesn't mean that it'll work out, but it's looking good.
It could work out in this candle because it has already taken. I think that's your strategy.
Yeah.
You used to teach us now it has taken a low, so let's see.
Yeah, it just needs to close bullish.
Yeah. So your stop loss is below the wick of the red M5 candle.
Yeah, it's pretty much at break even. It's I've only got let me just check. It's I've brought it up, so it's like 2 pips under my entry, so basically break even.
Yeah.
It's more or less like here.
Okay. Yep.
Oops.
$20 for the 5-minute plus. This 5-minute has to close bullish one, so we can move our stop loss to below this candle.
Yeah, agreed.
You looking to take your position out before M30 closes, or you will wait?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm in already.
No, I mean, would you close before M30 at the start of the next M30, or would you wait?
Close?
Yeah, before the start of the M30.
Oh no, no,
it's
no.
around.
No.
You'll wait, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't close this. It'll either retrace now, or I'll just let it hit the stop loss. If it's, I won't bother closing it, because I feel like it's not the most premium entry, but it's pretty close. So if it's gonna go down further, I'll just let it hit my stop loss. I'm not gonna worry about what it does, what the candles do in this zone.
Yeah.
I won't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took it out. Okay. So I don't want to re-enter a third time in this zone. I'm going to have to wait for it to properly now show that, because like this double bottom here, it did concern me a little bit that it was going to go down deeper again. 15-minute higher time frames, like you were saying, Gagan, is completely bearish with this candle, and like we really wanted to see it break above the halfway of this candle, like something close above there. We can see the level that held its own was that little gap between these two candles, and that's when it stopped. So this is where it started to form like this little range structure. So once we can see like maybe a fake out, something bullish, some breaking these highs, and then give this area a second chance to break.
Yeah. Even look at H4, like as long as it doesn't continue, it has pulled a lot of liquidity from the top. Look at H4. Looks like it just wants to blast down.
Yeah. That's against my overall bias. So I'm happy for it just to keep pushing down two levels. So I'm not going to take sells. As soon as I take sells, I'll miss the buys. It always happens for me. But I can see those sells. I can see those sells if it lines up with the bias. I can see further downside. But be careful around this area. We can see it just completely flip at any stage.
Because the previous H4 has closed below the support of 161, 161, and it could do like a little wick fill to 161.41.80 before the time.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
41,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All these session lows have left little dojis, and then we've got this beautiful wick that hasn't been retested yet.
Yeah. And yesterday's daily was quite weak as well. Imagine this daily crossing the low of the previous day and it could be bouncing down.
Yesterday's daily, this one.
Yeah, it's quite weak, isn't it?
I don't mind it. I wasn't thinking it was weak until you just mentioned it. No, I thought it was quite bullish. But it never, like this, yesterday's session was quite subdued. We had really good volume in the London session, but the New York session was a bit of nothing. So this candle now is, let's see what this hour can do. This hour can just leave a long wick.
30 just closed.
Yeah. Sorry, Vassal, I missed your question. Any consideration to add at the last wick on 5 minute? When did you send that? It'd be one of these ones, wasn't it? You were talking about. We need to clear this area for that upside. This one has to be cleared. Until then, 30 minutes looking, just don't catch a falling knife. We wanted, if you're looking for longs, we want to trade this side of the triangle. So we just need to wait for this down move to be over, and then start to take it back up this side. We just don't know how low that triangle is going to go. Hey Manny, how are you, buddy? Yeah, actually as well. He's hiding here. You got your eyes on on this area, don't you? Actually, this see how low it can go before you flip your bias. Where's your bias flip point?
For sell,
Was it 45 minutes?
yeah, 45 minutes. This one, this low,
That low there.
and I can wait for the 4-hour close also. If the 4-hour is closing bearish, that's going to close like a FU candle. Then I can change my bias. Then all this become our liquidity. Everything is low.
See the little headlines? Cautious open. Muted ahead of the central bank decisions. When is the ECB? Is that the day after? It's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah. Thursday. So the hiking. So I think these hikes, it's not like they're going to be pricing in the number, but it's about what they say afterwards. That's the major thing. So if they hike and then they say that's it, I'll be looking for buys after the news has come out. And I'm hoping that the actual initial rate increase will drop the market a bit. That'd be really ideal. Oh yeah, there's no buys here for a while. Glenn, you still holding those sells from up here?
No, mate, I closed at the Asian low.
Good move. Good move. Nice 50 pip move for the morning.
Yeah, I think I ended up clearing 36, 37 pips, something like that.
Oh, good one. Good one. Sarah, you're in US 30 sell from last night. Wow, that would have been... How late last night? No, I was looking at S&P 500, wasn't I, last night? I was thinking...
US 30 moved heaps yesterday.
It did, didn't it?
Yeah.
You've been...
around all night like for gold, and US 30 was killing it.
Yeah, you got to pick the battles, don't you? Pick the one that's going to move more. So I had some gold buys, sells overnight from 65.
Missed all of the Asian push up today. I looked and it had already moved.
Yeah, it happened at
90.
7 o'clock. Look at the 7 o'clock candle. It was dead for so long, and then at 7 o'clock, my time, dropped 50 pips. Random.
Yeah, I was in those cells, but I didn't close and come back up and just been mucking around like crazy. GJ's having a nice little pullback.
GJ. Oh, we took that low. We took out that low. Okay. Oh yeah, gold buys overnight, Sarah. The goat.
Target, mate. Hit the bloody 30 here, mate. Sure, should help.
I took the entry on German 14.
When it flipped?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the thing is, this 5-minute has to close bullish. If 5-minute is not closing bullish one, then we are again going to the downside.
Yeah, if we close above this guy, I'll be very, very interested. We've got to remember the range as well. The typical range for an open would be around 100 pips. So if this is the low here, then up to that 16,230 would be a beautiful target. I'd like to see this whole hour candle just becoming a wick.
Now this 1 minute has to close bullish one to say we create HCS to push to the upside. Yeah, if we price breaking this high one more time, if this 1 minute closing bullish and breaking this high, we will continue at least to tap into this area, and maybe after here, but depend how this candle close.
Yeah. See how this one closes now.
Yeah, nothing happened there.
What do you mean by that, Marin? Volume imbalance? The gap between, oh, I see. Little gap here. Am I getting that on the terminal? Yeah, I am as well on Pepperstone. Yeah, that bloody thing. Really held price.
Yeah, I'm out on this.
Yeah, it was a little from that move. Yeah, that's actually decent. I didn't see it because it was against my what I was looking for.
I think we should start looking at the pivots, you know, because it bounced off the R1, rejected there. It's gone under the daily pivot and it's almost at S1 now.
Oh, Sarah, that's I can't add that to my toolbox.
It does work though. Not all the time, but.
Because most of these like R1s or that kind of stuff are going to be around your session highs as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't mind not having it. I know this it's going to be thereabouts. Oh yeah, Marin's our signal provider here. He's looking for the triangle up, but he's going to have to wait till he starts his clinic. As soon as that's the same thing when I've got a webinar or something on. I know that's when the move's going to happen. That's the signal. But patience pays. So stick to the bias. there'll be a point when it's getting too low and it's just not worth looking for buys anymore. And what was annoying was this run up in the from German Open. Confused things. I wish it went down on that German Open. Then we would have had much easier buys. Exactly, that's the thing. It's even if it came down, even if it came down like all the way down to here, we're still once it gets down that low. But on like the daily, we're so bullish that a correction is due. And it can drop so quite far, and it could still be very bullish. Let's remove some of these points of interest. Now we're definitely going to look at this area down here. Might just look at it in a little bit more detail. So this is the 4-hour candle, that liquidity candle. This is the open of the 4-hour. This is a sensitive little zone that was acting as a support and a resistance. When I was looking at the lower time frames around that 4-hour wick. Taking anything on pound US, Alan?
No, just keeping an eye on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no buys yet. Did you grab anything during Asian overnight, Meron? Nothing triggered? Yeah, those four didn't trigger. Looking for the deep pullback, and then some didn't pull back whatsoever. When, after this Wednesday and Thursday, when we get more clarity from the central banks, the moves, I think, will become a bit more predictable. Oh, we've got news in 10 minutes as well. We've got this IFO. So if we can get a good number, it's a survey though, so it's not really reliable. But I think if we can get a good number, with price having done the pullback, that might bring it back up into this zone again. Yeah, I need to work out what I'm doing. I'm gonna make sure I'm not having dinner at 7 o'clock when this news comes out tomorrow. I'd actually like to trade this one. More the press conference. I'm not so worried about the rate. Oh, you're gonna get a coffee? Oh, for tonight, yeah. Actually, that reminds me, I should get myself a coffee before this 9 o'clock business summit result comes out. So I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Oh, don't go away. But that's the signal. As soon as I go away, it will move. Yeah, if we can, this is the area I'm looking at now. So I'd like to see something break above that, and then from underneath here, this would be a potential entry. So I think I've got some time before it actually moves up there. So I'm gonna get a coffee. I'll be back.
Is the microphone?
The microphone's on.
On.
I forgot to mute it. All right, here we are. We're moving up. This is the idea. This was a little thing I was just watching. See this 1 minute candle here, and this one, actually, both no wicks. To me, I think this is a I think this is a liquidity grab. This bit here. If we can just get another push in the next 2 minutes, this hour candle starting to leave, like the body's starting to get a little bit smaller than the wick. Let's go, come on.
That can be a last area of liquidity. This on hourly doji.
Oh yeah.
But still that hourly is open right now. We still have to wait for 2-minute close.
Yep. I'll keep it on this view. Bit annoying it's the close of the hour. New hour wick can go both sides first.
Maybe depend if this hourly candle is closing inside this candle wick, then new hourly can just create just a tiny bottom wick and then again start moving to the upside.
Let's hope so. Very good call though. I will watch for that. Close above this wick. This could be a liquidity pool. Got the longest 20 seconds to wait now. Close that. Close underneath. Okay. It's alright. Still following this little pathway. What was the news? It pending. Ooh, bad numbers. It could actually be bullish. It could actually be bullish for German 40. But it's not really... I haven't really looked in to see the correlation too much with this one. I think they've already made the decision as well on Thursday. So I don't think it really matters too much. It's not a big one like PMI or anything. What's gold doing?
Not much.
Yeah. Yeah, apart from those 2 1-minute candles, we've really sat through nothing. Nothing's really happened apart from these 2 candles.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of those sessions.
It looks like it's trying to push down, but it hasn't really moved much in the last 2 hours.
Yeah.
Mighty shitty. Said that now and it'll drop.
What was another pair I was looking at yesterday? I'd have to go to it. I forgot to actually mention it. On Emberbot. There's going to be a counter trend. I was waiting for it to flip. It was Aussie US. No, it wasn't Aussie US. I'll pull this over here to the side. Oop. And I'll try to find it. I was going to talk about this one. So this could be an idea for later. I meant to talk about it last night when I was doing the video. Can't find it. Anyway. See if we can get a little push from here. Still following this pathway. Not quite, but like it came up, thought it would react around one of these candles with no wicks. Then we had these little rejection wicks along here. So it made sense to have like a little bit of a pullback. Then we can try form the bottom wick of the new 15-minute candle or 30-minute candle. But even with a bit of luck, it could be the low of the 1 hour candle. Just need to see it break above this high, and then we can start forming these bullish triangles. Little bullish triangles.
Wow, couple hundred.
Well, has anyone got any questions? We can do a little bit of education, I guess, while we're waiting for this. Normally I'll try to get out in the next 20 minutes if it's not doing anything, and I'll just take a break from the computer, set some levels, and then see if they hit. Waiting to see how low pound Aussie is going to drop before I start going long again on this one. Oh, that reminds me, I've got to do stuff today. You guys want to cover anything? Nah, there's no reaction. I think it's a very low volume session. And I don't think these two candles were high volume. I think it's an indication of how low volume the session is. That it's like a thin market. So you had these like quite erratic little moves. I don't think there's going to be any serious money put into the market until they've got a bit more clarity in the central bank's decision. It's not even the rate, the number that comes out. It's to do with their policy, their language that they're talking about at the time. So like, where are we in the rate cycle? And I think it's impacting sort of everything across the board. So these newses, they've already made their decision. So anything that's coming out like today, even little comments, because they're not really going to say anything because, well, the Fed won't say anything because we're in that blackout zone. So, Fed blackout period 2023. So the week, 2 weeks, week and a half before the rates. So this is these little red squares at the moment. They are forecast to meet 10 times this year. Okay, between 11 and 10 and 11 times. Australia is going to drop back to 8 times, but you can see like these little red squares are when they have their meetings, the dates, and they're always a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Okay, it's a 2-day thing. They go in, they start talking for 2 days, and then they announce the decision Wednesday lunchtime for US time, and then they have their conference afterwards where they answer questions and things. So when you've got the meeting here, you notice how you've got this grey shaded area, and this is the Fed blackout period. So they're not allowed to talk to the media. No external communications. Stuff does get leaked if it's needed. But it means like that, yeah, that's what blackout. What's blackout? Blackout's when the voting members can't talk to the public. So you don't really get, because you see how we have all this scheduled news here, but then prior to that news, we were getting speakers, like not Bank of England, but look for Fed speaker. Yeah, I see that. I've got it on the side here. So we're 14 September, August. Oh yeah, so let me go back a little bit. Let me go back one more week.
Let's go.
Okay, so we've got... Where are some of these guys? I wonder if they've cleaned it up and removed them for like historic. But you'll see how like FOMC member Williams speaks, and you'll have a whole bunch of these guys speaking. And when there's like that unscheduled news, that's when one of them will just, if we see the stock market going like really rallying, one of the hawks will come out and you'll say, oh, we're going to hike, and it's going to push price down. Then if it's dropping too much, you get the doves saying, oh, maybe we're closer to terminal rate. So it's like a little game of keeping everything in balance. But when we have the blackout period, no one's speaking. So looking like it's still following this pathway. It's looking good. Now, if we can break above here again, then we can see this correction.
Well, it took a bit to get through that Sydney chop, eh?
Yeah, it's good.
Asian chop.
It's got to get through here. But looking good now. Just had to wait for this triangle to finish. So how do we know, or how do we get some early signs that the triangle is coming to an end? And we know that the moves don't just go straight down and then straight up. We know that it's going down like this. Obviously the size of the pullbacks can vary, but essentially what's happening when this is going down like this is what's generally happening. What do I often say is happening?
Candle size getting smaller.
Not quite.
Lower lows, lower highs.
Yeah, we're getting supports formed and broken, and resistance is left behind. So making, yeah, lower highs, lower lows. And now, once it starts going back up, what we're getting is resistance is created. Resistance is created. And support's been left behind.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So that's how we know we're starting to, the tide is starting to turn. Looks like actually I took a sneaky little buy. Yeah, forming structure. Yeah. Took a little buy there. I beat you actually. I got in at 16,155.8.
Yeah, I was waiting for this 5-minute close. This 5-minute close nicely. Previous candle was a doji one. We generated liquidity here. So both liquidity generated.
Mm-hmm.
This candle just took out the bottom side liquidity. So we don't have to worry about this doji then.
Yeah, I got in on this one. About there. Right. On that one.
Yeah, that was even clear. This FU candle price did not break that FU candle here.
Mm-hmm.
Price came all the way to the downside, but immediately next candle not even push breaking this low.
Mm-hmm.
Just immediately start pushing to the upside.
Yeah, like I wasn't even looking at the candle so much at that particular. I wasn't looking at that particular price, that candle. What is? Do you guys remember? And this is why it's good that's recorded. Why did I, when I was drawing this, why do you think that I moved the high of this pathway? Because this pathway is, how long has this been drawn for? Since about this point, wasn't it? Before I even went for the coffee. So maybe half an hour ago, I drew this. Why was it drawn here, this low of the little pathway? Yeah. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do a rectangle. Like this. It's a bit thick. Let me just fix it up. It was these wicks, wasn't it? These wicks, looking across the board as well, it's like a sensitive zone. Okay. Now, if price is coming back to this area, where do you want to be entering a trade from in terms of support or resistance? Where do you want to enter buys from?
Previous resistance.
Buys?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I'll say it I'll say it another way. As close to support as you can. So you're saying previous resistance now turns to support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So previous resistance, this is now, so it was resistance here. Now it's support over here. You want to enter your buys as close to support as you can. Because then it can give you, not so much even, don't worry about the stop loss. If you're concerned about the stop loss, move it out of the way. Reduce your RR if you're concerned about the stop loss, but don't let it change your entry. Like, don't try keep a good risk reward by just taking silly entries, and don't be too caught up on always risk reward. You know, support and getting in at a good spot. Try focus on your entry. If where you put your stop loss takes practice, right? You're going to have to start to build confidence and execution and experience to execute on your entry, knowing that this is likely to be as close to support as I need to go, and I can maybe put my stop loss here. If you're really concerned about your stop loss and it's sort of like it's overloading the sensors on your trading, just focus on your entry and keep your stop loss out of the way. If your stop loss is out of the way and your target, well, that could be like this is a clear first target, but this would one I'd be actually looking for. This would be a sensitive area I'd want to clear. But if you're worried about if you're trying to keep your risk reward, and just because trying to keep a good risk reward, you're keeping your stop loss tight, your trade might look something like, say like this. Trade might be something like this, like a 5-to-1. And if you're thinking, oh, I don't want to keep my stop loss down here because my risk reward then is not very good, it's all good. I wouldn't worry about that, because if price starts breaking this level, which starts to then think maybe this trade is not making sense because now we're breaking back under that support, you can cut your trade. So if you're cutting your trade and taking that small loss, it's essentially improving your risk reward anyway. Does that make sense? Yeah. So don't be worried about think about your entry. Stop loss, once you start seeing your entry, once you start getting confidence that your entry is usually precise, then you can start tightening your stop loss. But if you feel like you haven't got the confidence on where your entry is, then you can't have a tight stop loss. You got in a bit. Which charts are you looking at, Ivan? 16159.9 is more or less here. Oh, okay. You're talking to Akshay's. About Akshay's chart.
Yeah, and if you look at the
gotcha.
here, this one was the HCS, previous HCS.
Mm-hmm.
So price broke that HCS, so this become our manipulation zone. This candle tap into that manipulation, we got a reaction. This could have been a potential entry to push to the upside. Expecting price just going to respect this candle low, and you can take entry here. You can look into the other chart I sent.
This is the exact same thing as this in theory.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah, if you look at this one, this was the reason I was looking at in this area. I was waiting for price to break this thing. Price push to the upside, waiting for price to come back and do the manipulation. So this candle gave me the idea. This candle that now we are ready to push to the upside. I was just a little bit hesitant to take entry here right away, because after that this created a double bottom here.
Mm-hmm.
So when this candle came to the downside, did not break this low, and when this turned bullish, I took the entry here, keeping stop loss here. Same like what we look here, I think somewhere here. Yes, I think here somewhere when we are looking for the entry. Same kind of, I think on that was on 3 minutes.
Let me go to it. I'll go to it in a second. Let me just get this.
But these kind of entries, you are not going to hold it for longer period. You are just taking entry. Yeah, just taking small portion, or just taking some partial and let the small run, or taking all of it at 1:1 or 1:2.
Yeah. Okay. Let me go back to the charts. You want to check the 3 minutes?
Yeah, so on 3 minute here, same thing like here. If you look at here, so on 3 minute, this was attempted FU. So why price came all the way to the downside, did not broke that low, and next candle give us idea that we want to push to the upside. So same thing happened on 1 minute here, that the price created an attempted FU. Can you go to the 1 minute? Okay, here. So same thing happened here. This was attempted FU, price pushed to the upside. Price came to the downside, but not able to break that low. And then immediately next candle close bullish one, breaking the high here. So That's indicating that we doesn't want to break that low.
Yeah.
16,185. Okay, so
missed the lower entry, so you took the next pullback. 16.18. Yeah, you took the late entry. Good. You understand this the same. The reason why this pathway low was around this area is the same reason that this pathway is, like, obviously it's like a few candles off, so I apologize about that. I didn't accurately predict that bit. But break above this area, little pullback, and then keep going. So that's late entry. Just take 20, look to take 20 pips kind of thing. Maybe I should have just drawn this from the start. Just like that little have you seen that experiment where you have a fly on the table or a bug on the table, and they draw the line and the bug follows it? H4, it's forming that HCS for upside. Yeah, look at the H4 now. Gosh, it's going to be a range candle, I reckon.
Yeah, we still have like a 1.5 hour, so we can still push to the upside. So if closing bullish one or closing above here, then potentially we will targeting that daily doji candle here.
The daily
241,
doji.
241. Yeah.
Yeah, 241. Yeah, absolutely. I'll put the things on. That's where the little line is. Good one. Let me remove that. While we waited, we had to wait for this one. I took 3 trades. Break even, minus 3 pips. So took this one, went up, came down, break even. Took it again. In here somewhere. Stop loss is a little bit lower. Came out, break even. Oh, sorry, minus 3 pips. And then this one finally is given 40 pips. 36 at the moment. But secured. Secured to cover that minus 3 pips. We'll just leave this one now. Stop loss has moved in profit, actually. I've actually moved this one. Stop loss is below this candle. Now. So I'd wait. I'm not gonna adjust it from here. I think it will either just come down and the runner will get hit. I don't want to leave it just underneath this area. I'd rather keep it underneath, like, see how you've got this wick, which was then filled, and then from here we've got like a little bit, we could almost argue that there's imbalance. So I've kept it underneath this guy. Target is actually at 16,300. See if we can do that today. I don't know. I'll set another TP. TP2 will be around here, and then this will be like basically nothing left of it. It's just literally just for the numbers on the screen. All right. Any guys want to share anything? Any trades you took? We can have a bit of time. We can look over those.
Mate, I pretty much just followed that strategy I spoke about at the start. I sold the Sydney high and closed probably a little bit early, but I was happy with the Sydney low, or the Asian low, and then I bought this 100 EMA on 30 with the anticipation it was going to flip, and so far that trades up 3 to 1 currently.
What did you take it on? On German?
On German, yeah.
Okay, what you took it from the 20? What?
The 200 EMA on the 30-minute chart.
Oh, 200. My bad. Sorry.
Which was sorry, just 1 second. I'm not on that chart at the moment.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Sorry, that screen's all over the place. Yeah, once we took out New York low as well, I was pretty satisfied with that. Like,
yeah, you called that at the start, the 200.
Yeah.
Gosh, you did it perfectly. Took the sells back to the Asian low, took the buys from the 200. Jeez.
I only missed out on 16 pips.
Lovely.
I said that was also the pivot point of the day. So in that sort of general vicinity. So I said I had my eye on it for a few reasons.
Mm-hmm.
So on the Pepperstone TradingView 30-minute chart, that's right where that where that pivot point is. Like I said, there was a few things there that made my eye look at that area.
Mm-hmm.
I like how on that 30-minute chart we have been touching that 200 EMA. It's like I said, sometimes it wicks below, sometimes it's just above, but it's in that general vicinity.
Yeah, indeed. It was almost every day this week. Every day for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, and it's hit it 6 of them.
I said that very quick move, just pre-London. I said I haven't done any specific back testing around that strategy, but more often than not, if it does a quick move in Europe, London corrects that move.
Exactly. Look at it. Look at this. So we've got perfect example over here. Quick move up, fades it out. Quick move down, fades it out. So what I want to look at is, I wish I could do it. Maybe I could have done a darker screen, but I'll remove all the other distraction. I'll get rid of price even. Can you see these little yellow boxes? These little yellow boxes. So you can see, like, more or less a lot of them are the same size. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's sort of in the middle. But 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're all small little boxes. So it means like Euro Open was quite compressed. And then you've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, let me just... This 1, 2, and 3 These ones are noticeably bigger than the other yellow boxes. So they've represented a larger push in this Euro Open. And when you've had these clean, bigger pushes in Euro Open, London's done the opposite. So push up, came back down. Push down, came back up. Pushed up, came back down. Good observation, buddy. Good observation.
Yeah, I love that Frankie, that hour of Frankie, mate. They're sneaky.
Yeah, the fast move's the false move. I always say that.
Yeah.
So look at it
Quite
now.
often you miss the first half of it, but the second half it's not as difficult to get.
Yeah. That's why I don't like taking those breakouts from the open. Breakouts, to me, just you've got to be in and out and then done. I don't think it often makes sense. I feel like it's an emotional trade, that fast move. I prefer this wait for it to settle, wait for the true move to come in. Because, I mean, in this case, that sell, you didn't take the breakout, but you took the correction. That sell, like I don't normally touch that. But then this buy, this planned buy, took a couple goes to get into it, and I say, you give things a second chance, for sure. You never have to, it's not one and done. You got a trade idea, you might just be like a little bit early, and got it. And now this one is currently 44 pips up, and how often are we getting 50 pips on a daily basis? 100 pips even. Took 50 pips, German, yesterday before closing partials, and then in gold took 50 pips on an easy move for PMI. Sharing your thanks Sharon, I've added the 200 to my 30-minute chart. Cool. There we are. See, everyone's sharing the love and sharing the tips. Good one. Alrighty, well, I'm going to leave it there, so I'm going to go. I've got to go and pick up a few things.
Yeah, so by the way, for the second entry, people can move their stop loss here now.
Do you mean drop to a lower time frame? The other ones?
No, here. No. The people who took a buy from here, they can put their stop losses here now.
Yeah, it's created the pullback now.
Yeah. You should, the people who took a buy, they should secure some here, that opening, London Open.
Yeah.
That means I can hold my runner still.
Yeah, from Thursday. Yeah.
I was little bit careful. I was looking at the 4 hour. If that 4 hour was closing FU, then I'm going to close my runner. But that 4 hour is again close bullish. So
yeah,
we are still moving to the upside then.
Yep. Well, I think it was a good session. It was a long session. I don't like it. Been here for 2 hours. It's a little bit more than, but it was worth it, wasn't it? It was worth every pip.
You got a like from me, mate.
Was that?
You got a like from me, buddy.
Oh, thank you. What are we at for these likes?
I'm not sure. I'm not on YouTube anymore.
Let's have a look. Eight. 9 now. I'll give myself one.
Moving up in the world, big fella.
Yeah.
Imagine how many more likes you get if you had a webcam.
Well, I have got it set up, but I copped an elbow in the eye at training on Sunday, so my eyes actually split.
That's even better. That'd make even more likes.
But I need to fix my background up as well. Yeah, I'll give it. I'll chuck it on.
At least no, I'm just a story.
Oh wait, the video's not working. Hold a second, I've got someone complaining. Okay. I'm getting told to hurry up. So the camera's not working. I wonder if it's because Streamlabs is on. I can turn the camera on this one. You might have to see it. Alright, you see? Probably you can see it on the YouTube, actually. you check the YouTube, you can see this. This eye copped that elbow. So got home. Sarah was can't go to rugby anymore. You need stitches. It'll be fine. It was really swollen and it was really wide. I actually was concerned as well that I'd have to get some stitches, but it was it's all good. It's all good. More worried about the pillow. That's what I was more concerned about. Yeah, cool. Alrighty. Well, I can. Oh shit. Let me just.
Yeah, secure for people who are in the late buys. So
Yeah.
that's a good area you can secure.
Sweet. Well, we are done for the day. So you guys take care. I am not here for New York. We've got to scoot. We've got another little scan for the baby. So I will see you guys. I'm on the Discord if you need help. So just message there, and otherwise I'll see you for London session. No, there's no London session tomorrow. I'll do the New York session tomorrow. I won't do London tomorrow though. I've got something on all day in the morning. Alrighty. Well, take care guys. I will see you soon.
Take care.